rappers. If I send the dressers, they gon' come in straight.
What it is, it's your boys Deuce, Teddy, and LaQuell reporting with the facts, opinions, and BS straight from the top of the key. What's good, gang?
What's up, folks?
And let me rephrase that. What's good, guys? I don't want no RICO charges. You feel me? You feel me? Because I don't want Quill to have to turn into Ghana or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Cause I showed in this video. I got Gun over there. I got a little move out down there. Now let me stop playing. Hey, y'all, what's good though? What's good?
Blessed, happy to be in another day, another show with the boys.
On me.
What we started with?
It's like a throwback now. We could say it's a throwback now. We going back to the "Told You So" wrong call segment. It's been a while. I know y'all got something y'all want to say. I got something I want to say. Go ahead, brother Deuce, kick us off.
First of all, free them guys off the RICO charges. You know what I'm saying? Get them guys off the RICO charges. I just want to put that out there. All right, but on to what we talk about basketball, you know what I'm saying? We got the wrong call. We done been without the wrong call, the told you segments for a while, and we bringing them back, you know. So to start it all off, we got the Lakers versus the Pacers, and we start off in the told you segment. So I'm gonna let y'all guys have y'all moment.
And LeBron James and AD is on a mission.
Yeah.
AD back to a certain degree. LeBron James showing y'all that still one of the best in the game. So it was actually a good game. It was a very good competitive game. So if you got the two best players on the same team playing and stuff, and they on a mission.
I second that. AD and LeBron on the court together. LeBron playing great. AD playing great. They bench being somewhat productive. They can win some games, especially against teams who are like teetering.
Yeah, they still trying to find.
Yeah, teetering teams that's trying to figure out who they are. It ain't like they went up against one of the top teams and didn't beat them, but they still got to win. So
Lakers on a mission. So
hey, I'm here for it. We will see.
for your sake, better.
All right, so next we got the Grizzlies versus the Cavs. You know, Quill and I said the Cavs, of course, and ironically, that's the ironic part because Quill be on the Grizzlies, like he be rocking with the Grizzlies, he be vouching for him, but he chose the Cavs, and ironically, Teddy chose the Grizzlies, and he chose wrong. So Quill, I'm really interested. Why didn't you go with your guys on that one?
Steven Adams.
Okay.
So Steven Adams, they're an undersized Brandon Clark center, Jaren Jackson team. So if you're going against Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, Cedi Osman, Kevin Love, they got size coming off the bench. They got size in the game. They got size all over. So I'm going to take the team that's going to rebound. I'm going to take I don't even know if they out rebound, but I'm going to take the team that's going to defer every shot where your center not getting. You don't have the number one offensive rebounder down there no more. He out. So you ain't getting those. Ja can just go do what he want, and Steven Adams going to get the rebound, put it back up. The pick and roll with Brandon Clark ain't the same with Steven Adams. So, yeah.
So you don't you
they
didn't
had all
think
their
that
team. The Cavs, I'm figuring, Garland been hooping, Mitchell.
and so
But you
and
see,
there was no Jaren Jackson either. But you don't think that, you know what I'm saying, the talents of Morant would make up for the lack that you have when you're missing
I think Ja
Steven
Morant's going to
Adams?
score. I think Ja Morant can go score 30 points. Our team scores 100 and some change.
Mm-hmm.
He go score 50. Our team still scores 100 and some change. Those 10 to 12 points that Steven Adams make up just from offensive rebounds, possessions that we get to extend, kicking the ball back out for an open three, those possessions matter. Those offensive rebounds, those defensive rebounds matter. Those challenging Evan Mobley and those shot block, those shot defers, those tips, those attempts at shot blocks matter. Everything that he brings to the table matter. His space on the floor, him just being 7 foot and a monster down there. So I don't think that when you're going against Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, they got a 30-point score too. If he stayed in the game, they got a guy that can go drop buckets too. So what? They got a guy that can go get you 7, 8 assists in Garland. So if you're gonna get 30 and 7, that's covered. Don't need something else.
I went with the Cavs because I really thought the Cavs would have beat them in the game that they had in January, but Donovan Mitchell ain't play. And so I said when they meet up again, D Mitch play, you see electrifying versus electrifying. I felt like the Cavs were gonna take that whether they had Stephen Adams and Jaren Jackson, and the other team have all their people. I call the Cavs. And even with that being said, the Cavs, had 2 less blocks. They had 5 blocks. 2 more blocks. They had 7 blocks, and the other team had 5. But the Cavs lost the rebound battle. You know what I'm saying? They lost the rebound battle, so they had the rebounds. But I still went with the Cavs. All that talk that the Grizzlies been doing, bro. When I feel like when they're going against these teams, Ja put a target on their back. And teams out there, because not only did you disrespect the West, but the East heard you too. And the East, like you saying, the only team that really can rock with you is the Celtics. So I think with any team, granted, it's not the finals, it's not the playoffs, but any team saying like, hey, I'm going to show you, we could beat you. And we all know playoffs is a different environment, but it's a different environment for everybody. So we only know who's going to show up when the playoffs kick off and they show up. So until then, people see the target, people want to respond, and I think that's what a lot of teams are doing, because you're seeing them, like the Cavs are a respectable team, the Grizzlies are a respectable team, and you see who came out as the victor. So that's why I went with the Cavs. Next, we got the Heat versus the Knicks. We all said the Knicks, so that's a fire statement right there. Hornets versus the Bulls. Quell and I said the Bulls. No, actually, Teddy and I said the Bulls. Quail said the Hornets. So I went with the Bulls because I'm looking at those teams. Both of those teams got some rockiness going on, and it deal with the Ball brothers. The Hornets got a lot more going on. It's not just with him, but the fact that he can't stay on the court. It hurts every time I look at the injury report. Lonzo Ball is out. Now he's out until April. He comes back April 1st, and I think that's one hell of an April Fool's joke. So with them being rocky, I still feel like the Bulls are a more solid team. You got DeMar DeRozan, hell of a talent. Zach LaVine, hell of a talent. Vucevic playing ball out of it, some of the best ball he's ever played. You going against the other team, I don't see how you pick the other team. Like, I understand because the Bulls be dropping these games, but I still don't see how you pick the other team. What you got to say for that, Ted?
Pretty much what you said. When you got the Bulls shooting over 50%.
Yeah.
Fires. It's hard to beat any team. They shooting over 50%. You ain't shooting 50% too. So plus they got more star power. They got a better team. Better players, and they got a better team. So it's gonna be hard. The Hornets been struggling all year. So I don't see them beating anybody that's solid team or has solid veteran players in the league. It's just not the year for them. Pretty easy hit, really.
Facts. Then we got the Mavs versus the Pelicans. We all said Mavs. That's a fire pick. Good job, y'all. Then we got the Warriors versus the Nuggets. Quell and I said the Warriors. You know what's up. Teddy said the Nuggets. Going to do your thing, Cheeks.
Man, you got Mr. 2-time MVP averaging triple-double and a hot triple-double, efficient triple-double. And they just on fire. It's kind of hard to go against them. And then, you got the Warriors. When y'all was on the road, y'all played at their house. So the Warriors is a completely different team on the road. Y'all fire at home when y'all go on the road this year. It's kind of it's still You never know what you're going to get with y'all boys. So no Klay Thompson. Didn't know he wasn't going to play. But Wiggins not really showing up. He gave you 10 rebounds, but he ain't put the ball in the hoop. So millions of dollars wasted once again.
Facts.
But it's kind of hard to go against Jokic right now. He's just playing amazing ball, and it's kind of just hard to go against the grain right now. So, yeah. Okay. Plus, I'm always go against y'all. You know that.
We know.
I'm always. I know it's gonna
We
be
know.
a shot. So
Then you got the Clippers versus the Bucks. Well, and
man,
I
let's
said the
skip that one.
Bucks. Ted said the Clippers. Quill, I'm gonna go ahead. You ain't spoken in a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and let you use up some of this oxygen.
That was game of the night. That was game of the night.
I just feel like the Bucks are the team to actually beat. I know the Celtics are like leading the West. I mean, leading the East. I know the Nuggets are leading the West. I know it's a lot of good teams playing, but a healthy Bucks, healthy Giannis, defenders all around, size, length, get Portis back. The Bucks, I feel, are the actual team to beat, and they are the team to beat, not just the one or two punch, not just off the bench, complete all around. I feel like they're the team to beat.
Yeah, I went with the Bucks because with the Clippers, you don't know what you're gonna get out of them. You don't know who gonna play, and quite frankly, I ain't really seen anything to show me that they are going to be consistent in their performance. And meanwhile, the Bucks have been on a tear since they all came back. So I was going with the easy pick, the Bucks. That's it. So now let's go ahead and get in this wrong call segment. We can go ahead and start at the bottom, the Clippers versus the Bucks. How'd you make that wrong call, Teddy? What's up?
I mean, the Clippers has kind of been on a low-key tear, with the exception of one game to the Cavs. They've been beating everybody. So they beat us. They beat the Hawks. They beat the Spurs. They beat the Lakers. I mean, they're supposed to beat them guys. And Kawhi Leonard been playing pretty solid basketball the last 2 months. And we can't forget that Kawhi Leonard was arguably one of the best players in the league a few years ago, and arguably one of the best two-way players on the league. So it was defense versus defense, powerhouse versus powerhouse, and Kawhi Leonard back in his bag. I'm like, let me not get these boys up. And then you got Paul George in your back pocket as your Robin. Like, yeah, it's not a bad choice to go against, because I feel like Paul George is in a better position than Chris Middleton is right now. You know, so
Yeah.
you got Giannis and Kawhi Leonard kind of canceling each other out in my eyes, and then you got Paul George and Chris Middleton, and we know Paul George in this current place right now is better or doing better than Chris Middleton. So it was a wrong call on my part. It's a wrong call on my part because, I mean, Giannis giving you 50 plus and dang near 20 rebounds. You're not beating that. So, and he's doing it.
Players not in mid-season form right now. They're on their 10th game, 15th game back. They're not 40 games in like some of the other stars that's been consistent. So around March, April, you're gonna see some of these Middletons get AD if he stay healthy, get back to where they playing 30 minutes. They mid-season form. They got to get a bunch of games under them. They not LeBron been playing the last.
But that's why I put the Clips above.
Because they in a little better shape than they in better shape. Yeah.
And then Kawhi Leonard is kind of back to his old self. And we haven't seen him play at this high rate consistently in a while. So you give me 2 months of solid basketball. I'm not saying he MVP level, but it's like it's been a while. So
get it. They're
wrong call on me. Wrong call on me.
Team. They are.
Yeah. So now we're going to the next, the Warriors versus Nuggets. So I'm gonna tell you, wrong call. You know, I get so hyped believing in the Warriors, and I think that I'm like, all right, so they'll stop with all the shenanigans, and but I really think they don't have a sense of urgency. They're fine. They're not worried. Like, they're one of the teams that actually has games to, I guess, waste, because they never fall too far out. And even when they drop in the 12th seed, 3 games later they right back up there in the 8th seed. So they're a team that's capable of winning any game, any night. But they're also a team that's capable of losing any game, any night. So when you look at it, they go into the second half barely turning over the ball. They finish with damn near 20 turnovers. And then you miss 7 free throws out of 19. You only take 19 and you only make 12 of them. So you're not going to win games that way. And then you're not stealing the ball. You only got 4 steals that game. And then you didn't hit 30 assists again. You know, when we hit 30 assists, you know, we win it because we playing ball, we moving the ball around. And then you got to factor in, you know, you got these back-to-backs, these road games. Klay Thompson not going to play. Draymond just dropped out of nowhere. He didn't play. And it's honestly, when Steph not on the floor, it's like they play better basketball because they actually have to play basketball. It's not just let me hoist the shot up. And then when Steph Curry's out there and he's attacking the rim, it's better basketball. So when you factor all of that in, no Clay, Wiggins still ain't did nothing. It's either this game he gave us 17 points and I think 7 rebounds the 2 games prior. I mean, the game before this, and then this game he gave us 10 rebounds. But it's like simple things, 2-foot shots he missing, where you see people that ain't even nowhere near as talented as him. They're making those shots. Bruce Brown, he's making these shots around the rim. Wiggins, you telling me you can't do that? Wiggins can't catch the ball. He get wide open passes from Steph Curry and just throw it out of bounds. He has no sense of urgency. He has no sense of aggression. He has no heart, if you ask me. Go trade his ass to the damn put him in the G League. Send him to the G League. Quit sending Wiseman to the G League. Don't send Moody to the G League. Send him to the G League. I'm off my box. You got to quit.
With it. Next game.
All right. So then the Hornets, you made the wrong call on the Hornets. How you do that, player?
They're a fast team. They play fast. They have a bunch of guys that can get out and run and get.
So they're gonna lose
points.
fast.
No, and that'll be a game against a team like that. That's what I thought that they was gonna get out, run them, and whenever for some reason if Zach get down, Zach don't play ball. Whenever the Bulls get down, they could be down 15, 16. If you get the Bulls down, they don't come back. So I'm thinking a fast team put 30 in the first quarter, 30 in the second quarter. You know what I'm saying? They move like that. So if they get down quick, that's all I was thinking. They get down quick, they don't come back. DeRozan don't score to the fourth quarter for real. So
all right. So Ted, how you make the wrong call with the Grizzlies?
What's his name, man? 100%. D Mitch. I figured the Grizzlies gonna make their comeback. They've been losing like crazy, so I was bound for them to come back and start winning. When D Mitch not being at 100%, I figured, hey, there's a chance. You know.
But the real question is, was he not at 100%, right, Quill? Was he really hurt? All right. So Lakers versus the Pacers. We said I said the Pacers. So I went with them. You know, I had my nice little back and forth with Quill, and it ain't over. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like, hey, if you look at Thursday, all the home teams won except the Pacers. So when it come down to it, yes, they had the beautiful talents of AD and LeBron. Tyrese Halliburton made a guest appearance. He came back and almost willed this team to a win. And when you got amazing talents like LeBron, been closing games for years, that you kind of want to stay out of those situations. Or you be on all your P's and Q's. But let's really look at this though. Let's really look at this. This is why I was laughing when y'all was talking about the winning, bro. The Blazers shot total as a team 6 free throws. 6 free throws in a game. 6. Not made 6, shot 6. So I feel like you got to be more aggressive. You gotta be more aggressive. You only shoot 6 free throws. Like that right there is the game. If you shot around the average for a team around 19 free throws, I'm not saying that's the average, but I'm guessing if 19 free throws is the average, you win this game because they gotta adjust how they play defense because you're drawing fouls. You potentially get people in foul trouble, and you give yourself free buckets. So, hey, I mean, you factor that in, they potentially win that game, but good win for the Lakers. I like y'all express that sense of urgency. LeBron James dropped 26. He ain't moving that much closer to breaking the record. With that being said, that concludes our Wrong Call Told You segment. Let's go ahead and get into the next hot take.
That's crazy. They had to do all that even just to win. Like,
to come back and win.
All right, man. Down goes Frazier again. Jesus Christ. Sad. Luka goes out with a heel injury. He at that time where he just getting beat up. I feel like the season is just taking a toll on him. His body is just that high input that he put in at the beginning of the season, showing that he probably just can't handle it. And it's starting to crumble.
I low-key felt like it was
karma. For dear life.
I low-key felt like it was karma. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know. Normally, when I make statements, I knock on wood. My desk is wood.
Kind of said something the other day, though.
That's what I'm
you
saying.
Did say the other day.
And I
that
had
ain't no
to think to
karma,
myself. Hold on. I had to think to myself, like, damn, did I knock on wood when I said that? Because I like real shit. But I did say I want us to play the Dallas Mavericks, Luka and company. I specifically said I don't want him to go out, but then it happened. I'm like, damn, bro, I must ain't knocking wood, bro. Or he faking. It could be one or the other because he could be afraid of that smoke.
And I ain't afraid because he's not. We don't be afraid of y'all in the regular seasons. It's a whole different thing in the playoffs, but in the regular season, he's giving y'all smoke. So, like I said, I think it's just the high input that he put in at the beginning of the season. He's not in shape like a LeBron James and company, like that type of athletic body that can take the 82 game season. He put in so much trying to be leading the league in scoring, and it's starting to take a toll on him. Like he coasting, trying to survive.
But sometimes you hurt yourself favoring something. So you injure yourself on the right side, so you favor your left side. You favor the right side, and you put more strain on your left side, or you hurt this. Right, so that could be another result where he wasn't really ready to come back, but he came back anyway, and that could have potentially led to because if you think about it, if he's favoring that right ankle, I forget which ankle was twisted. I got to go back and look, but let's say if his right ankle was sprained and he's favoring that right ankle, putting a lot of stress on that left, and then he get a left heel injury, or if that right ankle ain't ready and he aggravated it and causing the injury to spread, or just to a different area, but it's all in that same vicinity. So, I hope he has a speedy recovery, but at the end of the day, make your full recovery and come back. As you've seen, the Pelicans was on top, and they just now fell to the 11th seed. And Zion and B.I. been out for a long time. It took them a while to fall to the bottom.
We not in that position because they were so high up. They were so far ahead.
That's true.
We in that same category with the Warriors and the Clippers and everybody where we just 2 games out. So it's kind of like trying to go into the All-Star break. We can't afford to lose these games because we don't want to be in a play-in tournament. We want to have a solid spot come playoffs. So certain games we lose. We done already lost games that we shouldn't have lost, and you can't go back. So it's like, we in a position where we're not like Ja and the Grizzlies where they can win more or just as much without Ja. We don't win as much without Luka. Like, we don't win. We can win a game or two here or there, but we have to have Luka on the court. So I already know management and coaching staff like, dude, put a Band-Aid on and get back out there. We got to win these games, especially when the teams that are right surrounding us are losing games. We need to be taking those games. Like, every time we lose and we win and y'all lose, it's kind of like a quiet celebratory. Or the teams that's right around us, the 5th, the 6th, 7th, and 8th seed. As long as we win and they losing.
Because I showed looking, I'm like, the Jazz need to lose, the Timberwolves need to lose, and they both lost.
The Suns just won 7 out of 9.
Look,
you know what I'm saying? The Suns is kind of back in the stretch.
I'm talking about tonight. I was like, Jazz, y'all need to lose. And Timberwolves,
but you see how that is. It's like,
but I say with y'all, for every game y'all win, it provides comfort to the situation. That's another game you're like, all right, cool. But if y'all start losing, then that's when the stress, like, all right, we need you to get back out there.
Panic come back, so that's why we got to have him out there. So it's kind of like, we're not allowing him to have proper recovery time because we just can't afford to have proper recovery time with the race being so tight. So it sucks. And we all know that he can't handle it.
So March 22nd, mark the calendar. Let's make that appearance and get down to business.
And I hope y'all got all y'all peoples playing too, because I want to see everybody.
I knock on wood while you doing all that talking. Team,
so
I ain't playing that.
I don't mean as far as like I hope it ain't no back-to-back or whatever.
I don't even want to talk about it no more. It ain't gonna be a back-to-back. I don't even want to talk about it no more, bro. Let's go ahead, because you be playing.
We're gonna get y'all the smoke. All right. Shout out to Luka. Get better. Dinwiddie, we need you. Tim Hardaway, we need you. Show them Warriors what true grit is. Hopefully them boys don't show up. play like how they've been playing. Wiggins, keep doing what you're doing. Then what he gonna show you? All right, let's get back to them Bucks. They're on a 6-game win streak against the Clippers. Are the Bucks back? Brother Quail says yes, they are.
Look, after coming back from when I was watching that game and seeing the Clippers putting a hurt on them, but then if you go to the box score and see the end result, like when we was in the wrong call, told you segment, I said this ain't the time to talk about that. Because I know we're gonna talk about this game specifically. The Clippers does not have someone on that team where you could say he's going to give me 40 and do more. They have people on their team who can. Paul George, I can't tell you when the last time Paul George did that. Kawhi Leonard, that's not really his game. He kind of like how we talk about Jimmy Butler. Like, can he do it? We know he can, but are you really going to say Kawhi going out tonight getting me 40? No, you're not. But when you look at a player gave you, 52, 54, and 19? Come on, bro. He almost gave you another 20-20, another 50-20 game. Like, it ain't too many people doing that. And then you don't have a player on your team that break 20? Y'all were horrible closing that game. So, see.
Nah, but they don't have that. They don't have that individual like scoring type of talent, but them collectively.
I mean, they could if PG quit deferring.
But he's not a 40-point type of dude, though. He
could
can.
be. He could be.
Like, we know any night of any day, Giannis could get you 40-plus points. On any night of any day. I don't really see that.
Shots consistently.
Yeah, I don't see Paul George being there. Maybe 30 points any night, any day. But a 40-pack is kind of a stretch.
I think they needed that because as they've been back, 10 games, 15 games, they revving their engine back up. That's probably her. They revving their engine back up. They get into these games, learning to win and lose games. They deferring to each other again. It's like when you take an injury coming off of summer, you come off as the playoffs in, the season in, you hooping. You in shape, you going. Then you take an injury beginning of the season, you got to start all over basically. And then get back into that shape where you every night you putting up 24, 25. So I believe with their talent, they could have 2 24, 25-point scores every night. They should have 2 25-point scores every night.
Yeah.
And they
will they be? I don't know.
I mean, they played solid ball until the last 5 minutes.
But when you got people who got 1-2 combos giving you 60 to 70, you a 1-2 combo give me 50, and you're not really looking at anybody else on that court. I mean, on that team where you say, I know he's going to give me, because ever since they came back, Reggie Jackson ain't really had consistent 20 ball games. You know what I'm saying? Like what is his role? Mr. June is gone. He just vanished. He's the Phantom. So I don't see it. Like you can't, man. You got to find something out.
They don't have anybody that can get anybody else easy shots either. That's one thing that John Wall was able to do off the bench.
But
they don't have anybody that really is a.
Nah, they don't have
a point guard that can hit. They don't have that. They got 2 guys. They don't even have a person that really is efficient running the pick and roll with Zubac. You got a 7-footer who can't. Like, y'all scoring comes from literally 2 places.
I feel like PG could, but PG's deferring. He's like, no, Kawhi is the number one. You deferring to somebody who ain't quite comfortable taking 30 shots a game.
Yeah. But like at the same time, it was a Giannis show yesterday. Like I said, everybody on the Clippers, even though the assists for both teams was under 17, so it wasn't like neither team was dropping dimes. It was a lot of one-on-one. And everybody got a chance to put the ball in the hoop. Now, when you playing one-on-one ball, the team with the best player they're going to most likely win it. Giannis leaps and bounds above everybody else.
Look, the last defensive report we pulled, right, Quill, you sent it to us. Robert Covington is the best defender on that team. So when you got a Robert Covington who play defense better than PG and Kawhi, and you still got them on the court, build a wall. Figure it out. Now, my question to y'all is, is this a potential finals matchup?
Not
And
at
would you
all.
be thrilled to see it if it happened?
It'd be fun to watch, but it's not. It's not.
I don't see the Clippers beating the West. No, I
it's
feel
not.
there are too many teams that have too many players that have players on their team that can make the game easy for the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Jokic makes the game easy for the rest of his team. Luka makes the game easy. Steph and Draymond together gonna get you an X amount of assists. They make the game easy for their team. They even Ja give you 7-8 assists a night. When you have a player on it, when you got teams that collectively 20 assists is a good night for them.
Clippers ain't got that.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard come playoffs to beat.
But they gonna be a challenge for anybody that got to see them. I tell you that.
Yeah, they're gonna be a challenge because late games they have players that should be able to make shots. You got a player during like a scrimmage where nobody getting bucket. You got players that can go get you a bucket. When you go without a drought, you should have come playoffs. You should have a healthy, legs ready.
They just ain't got it. They just ain't gonna have it. They not gonna have it. But LeBron James, 63 points away from breaking that record. How do I see him playing it out? Just do what you got to do to go home. Break the record at home so Kareem could be there. Let the world see it and stuff like that. Coast through it. Do what you got to do. That's 2.5 games for him.
So Quill had put it out there that potentially he sits out games so then he can break it at home versus the Bucks. Quill, would you still keep that in mind? If you LeBron James, are you gonna try to make sure you do it versus the Bucks, or you just trying to do it at home?
If I'm LeBron, mentally, I want my team to know I'm here right now. So I know he be like, in his head, it's like, do I sit out games for this record when we're not even a good team all the way right now? Because I need to play every game in order to win these.
Yeah.
To get higher in the West. So at this point, it's like, do we sit out or do?
So what are you gonna do?
But he's only putting up like 21, 22 right now with AD being back.
He's a good enough player that he could still play the games and contribute from them to win without having to score.
So would you do that? Would you get the little 20s and prolong your scoring, or would you sit out games? That's what
or leave it at like 3 points left. If you get to go home with 3 points left, 5 points left, leave it to where first quarter, as soon as he scores, they're gonna stop the game. It's gonna be a whole thing. Then first quarter he get that over with and then finish out the game with a good game instead of it happening like in the fourth quarter. Because either way, they're gonna stop the game.
Bet.
Get out. Go score 2 points for the
LeBron. Do it at home so the world can see you, your family can see you live. Have fun with it.
And put up 50. Go home, do it at home, put up 50.
It ain't gonna happen.
Go crazy.
But let's talk about Donovan Mitchell real quick, the little scuffle. He's trying to show y'all he got them hands. Jordan Clarkson ain't the baddest around. No, he said, I'm about that action.
Well, what'd you say, Quill?
I say Dylan Brooks did a little extra swinging back and hitting him.
Man, like that was obvious.
Yeah, are you talking about the
he did that perfect.
Yeah, that's why Donovan
because of Dylan Brooks' mentality. Like you got to think that team talk a lot. Dylan Brooks is like the bulldog of that team that talks to other teams. They talk a lot and showboat a lot, but he's the one that's like he the one trying to back it up for them. So I feel like everybody feel like that about Dylan Brooks. That's why Shannon was yelling at him. That's why
look. People tired of Dylan Brooks because he don't even have anything behind it. Like with Draymond, you reach a little bit, you can find plays like when you kicking people in the nuts and stuff. But it was something behind him. You got the Warriors dynasty and all that stuff. Champion. So you could potentially kind of turn a blind eye. But Dylan Brooks, you ain't nobody, bro. Like go sit, you
have nothing.
You dirty, bro. You out here, you hurting people.
Nothing. You have nothing.
Like the third or fourth option on your team too.
He not even that. This man is just he's just there. He's an NBA player. He makes himself relevant for no reason. Like, bruh. Hey. People, you messing up people.
Look, Donovan Mitchell showed him.
Oh yeah, you see him.
Hey, where he from? Hey, where Donovan Mitchell from? I
don't know. He's like, I ain't one of them. But that's
Donovan Mitchell wasn't playing. He was like, look, hey, y'all seen the damn Austin Rivers and Obama's fought tonight? It was some of them thrown. You gotta go back and watch that because Austin Rivers walked down there.
Shout out
looked at him and Mo Bamba got up.
to D Mitch because maybe it might slow him down a little bit because he let people know like, hey, stop playing, bro. We gonna lay pause on you.
On me. Now get us to that hot.
All right, this you right here because this your guy, Mr. Kyrie. No, you Deuce.
You
Kyrie,
my guy.
That's your guy. Don't act like he ain't.
I appreciate Kyrie. Hey, I appreciate Kyrie. That ain't my guy. But look, Kyrie Irving just broke the internet, broke everything, requesting a trade from the damn Nets. You know what I'm saying? And it's shocking the hell out of me. So I'm like, why? Quail, why? Why? Y'all still number 4, no KD, no Ben Simmons right now. So y'all lingering. You're losing, but you're lingering, dropping.
He's just not happy.
I think internally, what if KD and Ben Simmons are injured instead of injured?
Bro, I literally thought, I think, what if he knows KD ain't coming back? And he looking at Ben Simmons like, your back ain't hurt. Like, you just don't want to carry the load with
I know it's not like that. I know it's not gonna happen, but come on over to Dallas. It makes no sense, but it makes
I don't see him in Luka.
No, it's not gonna happen. But if we had Kyrie over here to mess with y'all,
but you know who you're gonna have to give up
to mess with y'all. We gotta give up everything, and I'm
gonna
willing
have to give up Spencer Dinwiddie.
I know it. I'm willing.
So you willing to give up everything to have a player who may drive to Dallas one day and see a homeless person and be like, all right, I ain't going to work because it's too much poverty in the city.
To his credit,
this is it.
Work this
put
year.
it. Hey, but listen though, put it all on the table this year and go for it all. Luka scoring like he doing and playing defense like he doing, and then you got Kyrie. All right,
so put together a real quick trade package. Dinwiddie, Woods,
and Bertans or something.
That's not enough. You're gonna have to give up Dinwiddie.
Hey, the Nets got to get rid of him. The Nets got to get rid of him. They take whatever we get.
Jalen Brunson, Mitchell, and a first-round pick.
Mitchell, who?
Kyrie Irving, to put Kyrie, RJ Barrett, and Randall together.
Boy, you crazy.
All right, look. Which teams do you think would be interested in him?
The Knicks.
Everybody.
The Knicks,
New York.
Everybody.
Jalen Brunson.
I don't know because a lot of teams know what he come with, so they kind of like, I don't know if I want to deal with that. I don't know if I want to deal with a part-time employee. Now,
this year he ain't
talk
part-time?
about he's been fine. Look, we don't know what we're gonna get out of Kyrie. It's a shock. Nobody expected this. Now, which teams do you think should look to acquire him? Not the ones that are interested.
The Bulls need to get him.
The Bulls, okay.
The Bulls need to get him.
That would be
the
nice.
Bulls would change their whole system.
They will still be missing a point guard. But okay. What is another team? The Lakers? So the Lakers try to get him? The Lakers don't. But I told you, them getting Rui is a potential trade piece because they ain't got nothing to trade. They don't want a up and down. They don't want Westbrook. Nobody wants Westbrook in that big ass contract, and they ain't got nobody else.
Yeah.
So hey, I'm tuned in on this one. So that was breaking news today. But hey, y'all already know it's been the facts, opinions, and BS with your boys Deuce, Teddy, and
come
LaQuell.
to Dallas.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
go get him.
Hope y'all enjoyed.
Go get him.
Top of the key.
He'll break the bank.
Go get him.
Out. You know what I'm saying?
Get him.
Hey, what if Kyrie Irving go to the Heat? Nah.
They got Hero. They cool. Hey,
Hero.
Go get him.
Trade Hero and
Kyle Lowry.
Hope you patch shit up with God, cause we gon' bless you. Let it burn, you gon' get it back. These just my confession. Stay in traffic, can't get picked off like no sitting duck. Keep one in the tuck. Wife be